think we can get a noodle underneath your back? You want to lift your hips up?
Yeah.
I'll slide it under. There you go. Position it where you want. Yeah. Let your hips kind of roll forward when you want. Slowly. Yep. Take it slow. Relaxing. Let's just try and get your knee and your foot straight, and your foot straight. So they're in line. Yeah. There you go. That looks really nice. And just get into some relaxed breathing there into the belly, the low back. Is it comfortable? Not painful? In your low back?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, all right, let's breathe into it.
I was gonna take a little nap.
No sleeping.
Mark, how you doing?
Good, how are
I'm on
you?
video. All right. Our household finally embracing Zoom. All right, that's great.
Wow, this shoulder is still jacked up.
Which one? The right shoulder?
Yeah, this one's been, I fell on it a couple weeks before the surgery, about a month before the surgery, but
Right.
it's just been tight, but I can feel. This is like one of my favorite Agoscu moves. You don't have the doodle or whatever, but you're up on a block with your knees at 90 and
Yeah.
oh my.
Does it feel really
Does
good?
that reset your back and your neck and everything? I love it.
The tower?
And all you do, it's not the tower, you're just up on a block with your legs
like
resting.
a big, like a cube. I see what you
like
mean.
that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And your arms are back like this,
Yeah.
and it just resets. It's like a chiropractic visit in a box. And all you have to do is just sit there for 10 or 12 minutes.
Right.
You know?
I just let it do its thing.
And let it do its thing.
That is
and your back will
fantastic.
start going and responding to the right angles and the and the floor and a lot of that twist will come.
Oh.
And when you first do it, you'll be like, oh man, what's wrong with my body? And after just about 10 minutes, the hip will come down and the shoulder will go up,
right.
and you'll feel like a million times better usually just from that one little.
Sounds like the body like reconnecting it, like realigning itself.
Yeah, it is. It's like I say, it's like an adjustment and all you need to do is go into that position and just, it's one of the great Agoscu moves
simple.
that I love.
All right, let's start with, can you put one hand on the middle of your rib cage, the bottom middle of your rib cage? Does that make sense? Yeah. And so let's think about those abdominal muscles that go from there to your pubic bone. So we want to use those, to tilt the pelvis back. Yep, there you go. And then tilt the pelvis forward, right? And I just want you to take a look at your knees. Yep. And let's, line up the feet, line up the knees. Yep. Very nice. So then you don't have to use your hamstrings. You're using to rotate the pelvis, like rotate the low back onto the noodle. You can use those muscles that come up from your pubic bone to right where your left fingers are. There you go. Very nice. I like how you're kind of breaking at the top and at the bottom. Like let yourself relax onto the noodle at the end and then start the next movement. Moving the pelvis back and then letting it come forward. Lots more movement than last time I saw you do this. And again, just point the knees straight up to the ceiling. There you go. How does that feel?
I've got to concentrate on it a lot more when I'm trying to keep the legs
Okay.
neutral.
Right? Good?
You know, so my body's definitely quite not used to that yet. But
That's okay. we're on the-
repetition's the key on this, because
Yeah.
if now if I can do this 3 times a week, I need to kind of write the sequence down. So
Yeah,
just by,
yeah, I'm
by the
good.
time I get
Yeah.
by the
yeah.
time I get out of here, I'm just kind of like, okay.
You know, I was thinking that we could maybe snap some pictures or take a little video on your phone. Maybe that would, so you could just look at it and know what to do. What do you think would work? I can write it down.
We could take a little clip out of these videos.
Yeah,
or
that's what I can do.
something.
I totally can do that. That's great. Alright. So let your pelvis go back down. Does it come onto the mat or is it kind of hovering?
It's hovering.
It's hovering.
It's a little, the noodles will probably pull the
Bit, a
noodle
little
up
bit
a little bit.
Yeah,
but-
or maybe next time we'll try using a towel underneath your hips and then you can you can relax.
Well, like now I'm going almost, I mean, my pants are just like, you could probably still slide a piece of
Okay,
something under there if you
Okay.
had to, but
alright. Try that at home. Try like maybe 2 layers of a towel or something. Just so when you go down to the bottom, you can just like totally relax. Awesome. So let's have you roll to one side or the other because we're going to do both. You can lay on your side on the noodle. You want to block your head or you stay on your arm? Put your head on the floor here.
block would work. Why not?
Alright, so remember we place our right hand onto the right hip. And let's relax that top knee. That right knee is going to just totally remain relaxed. And then you're going to tip the pelvis up to the armpit and then back. Yep, very nice. Cool. I love it. It's very much more isolated movement. Your legs are super calm today. And because the noodle's there, it kind of moves one way more than it moves the other, right? Like the noodle prevents you from going up too much, but then you can go away from your armpit a little bit more. So we're trying to allow the pelvis to move independent
Right.
of the thorax, right? So so you've got that range of motion. Awesome. Really like the relaxed legs. That's what I'm trying to say. How's it feel on the low back?
Good.
Okay, great.
Feels good, like feels actually good on that joint.
Okay, great.
It feels like it's opening up that
Okay.
joint a little bit.
Right?
Because I'm actually envisioning like a vector where I'm kind of pulling out of the femur when I'm going down.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. So you're tractioning the femur and the
So
pelvis. Yeah.
so I'm kind of
Good.
elongating the femur
Right.
in
Right.
the process, and in this time I'm kind of trying to like stretch from the knee more or less,
Okay.
and
Great. That's excellent.
create space in there.
Precisely. And
And
what?
so that, like I said, like right down here through the glute, like where it was a little sore, this actually feels really good on that sore area right now.
That's fabulous. So let's actually
Oh
let's
yeah, and I think a vertebrae just went.
oh good. Let's
Oh yeah.
worthy, right? So you think you make a little curve in your spine while you do this, so it's, you know, loosening all of it up. Can you, I think you could just lift your hips up and take the noodle, and I want to do something else in this position, but without the noodle. Great, and if you just lie down on your left side again, that would be great. So I want to get you in a position where we can work with your right leg is on the mat, right? So if you could put your top leg either behind
Okay.
or in front, whatever is like a kind of a comfortable position. And let's try and orientate our torso so it's perpendicular to the floor. There you go. And can you straighten the bottom leg? Kind of how I've got my bottom leg, yeah? Very nice. Is that awkward? No? Alright. And then let's just...
Depends what we're gonna do from here. It's like,
Good
okay,
point.
what's
What do you-
the
where's this
it's
going?
like, okay, now you gotta be number 7. Wait a minute.
You don't have to reach the noodle. Okay, so let's think about the ear, shoulder, and hip, and ankle all in a line. So kind of get, yeah, your awareness. Very nice. Awesome. All right, so let's think. This is going to be a really nice tiny movement. I want you to, no, we're going to actually work with, you're dancing with your new hip. Let's lift the bottom leg, just like an inch off the floor. Yeah, and down. Okay, that was about 5 inches. But, yeah, just really, and so you notice how now we're kind of losing our perpendicular angle. So come back to me. So there you go. It's a little difficult to not activate everything. Can you lower it like a ballerina? No.
You like the dead fish sound
The
there.
dead fish on the mat? Yeah,
It's like, boom, fish on deck.
Fish on deck, exactly. But I'll tell you where I was going with this. Remember when you're sitting with your legs like this, that your legs really, you kind of default to this position, right? So these inner muscles aren't being used, these outer muscles are being used, right? So we can see that these guys are not doing their job, right?
Right.
So maybe if we got a little strength in them. So let's cut the movement in half. Again, like I said, just like literally just lift it off the mat and try and relax your torso. So tiny little, yep, and down. And let's work on a gentle, quiet, no flat fish sound. I love it. So you see how important all these muscles on the inside of your thigh attach to your pelvis, right? So for pelvic stability, these muscles are key. Which obviously, that would benefit you greatly. Okay, not so hot. You're overworking. And then I don't want to see as much compensation. I'd rather see less movement and a really isolated, pure leg movement. Very nice. There you go. And check in with your breath. Very nice. Excellent. Absolutely. Super quiet. I love it. Again, don't need to go too high. I'd rather have less and more of a quality movement, more of an isolated movement than higher. There you go. And again, we're getting a little bit of a twist. So let's, point your toes like this. And then think about the toe and the ankle are going to keep the same orientation. Is that easier for you? Is that easier to have a foot in front? Some people like it that way. Yeah, I could try it and see what works for you. I see just a little bit of knee flexion. We'll try and keep it straight. There you go. Excellent. Awesome. Very nice. Big difference from the first few, huh? Looks nice and relaxed. Looks more stable. It's coming from the hip, not the knee. And just check in with your breath. All right, take a break. Take a breather.
Oh.
Yeah. relax into it.
Oh. Oh, I just feel like I let loose a lot of bunched up, because this was all tight. I mean, I was having, well, I told you I was having like those pains in my
Yeah, I
rib
remember.
cage and
Yeah.
everything, and I'm like, is my liver blown up or
Yeah.
kidneys or, and this whole shoulder is tied in that too. Like, this is a bit painful right now on that arm where I
Okay.
injured,
Yeah.
but it also feels good. It's painful for one because, well, I think I tore something here, and it's just
Oh, really?
it was a mild
Upper arm?
tear,
Yeah.
you know, and so it's whatever it was is growing, you know, growing back. So if I don't push it too much now, it doesn't hurt that much, or if I don't sleep on it wrong, it doesn't hurt that much.
Got it.
But I also know that, you know, there's a point where I have to start stretching that out a little bit
Yeah.
and everything
Yeah,
too.
once it's healed. Yeah, I see what
Because
you're
I've
saying.
got to get that, you know, that range of motion back and everything. But I've been ginger with it, because if I do too much,
Fine line, isn't it? Find your
Yeah.
spot. Okay, so let's try on your right side down with the noodle underneath your low back area. Remember what you said last week about getting up off the floor? Numbers. I forgot to Google it, but it's always on my mind. I'm like, oh, I gotta look that up and see how that works and see other people, like how they're doing it. I'm so interested in what
Yeah.
you were saying.
it's amazing.
All right, so let's do those hip tilts again with the hand on the hip. So take your awareness to your lower leg. There's some ankle movement going on. There you go. Yeah, stack them, relax them. And you think if you want to move it less, there you go. Look at that. Top leg looks great. How's that feel compared to the other side?
They feel pretty balanced.
Okay. How are your feet? Are they relaxed? Okay, great.
It's interesting because it's a movement that I haven't been making.
Right. I call it the hula.
Huh?
It's like doing the hula.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't often hula.
Well, like I'm used to, you know, typically when you hula too, it is totally a from the knee movement.
Right.
You know, that's usually what's getting the gyration going is the knees, and then you let the hips follow from the knees,
And
and
it just all flows.
yeah, and then you're, you know, and everything is like la 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 la.
Love it. Love it. See, there you go. Look at all that movement.
Yeah, heck, if I actually let, like I said, I let the knees go a little bit, you know,
Yeah,
like,
now the hips are moving lots. Yeah. No, let's play with it. I love
the
it.
hips are going a little bit further.
Yeah.
It feels more fluid now because now I'm like in a dance, you know?
Yeah.
Rather than,
Just like bang out reps and yeah. Oh, that's good. I love it. Throw in a little dance in the middle, loosen up the hips and the low back. Totally great. Love it. The legs have calmed down so much. Your torso's calm. I'll slide the noodle out if you want to press up. Awesome. And then back down. And we'll get our. You okay?
I think so.
All right, it's okay on that shoulder?
Yeah. Should be okay.
So yeah, you can put that top leg either in front or behind, whatever feels good. And then let's try and line up our ear. The block's right behind your head if you wanted to, yeah, if you wanted to put it. Yeah, there you go. And then, is it comfortable? Just straighten the right leg a little bit. There you go. And then let's slide the straight leg back so it's straight down underneath your hips. Yeah, there you go.
This leg's really tight. I'm gonna
Oh,
have
okay.
to
Just take, do you want to go behind? Yeah, that's more comfortable. Go behind. Totally great. So then, and let's, can you try putting the left hand on the mat in front of you? Just trying to get your shoulder, yeah, I wanted to get your shoulder a little bit more in line with your ear there. Yep. All right, and again, let's just keep this movement like an inch. There you go. Yep, and down. Awesome. All right, so let's do it a little bit. Yep. Move wherever you need. Let's lay the leg down and then just straighten the knee. There you go. And then point the toe. Yep, if that's comfortable with that. Very nice. And add in the breath, like an inhale up and an exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. How does your torso feel? Are you gripping in your stomach or your chest? Just check in with your shoulders, your neck.
I think I'm good. It's
Okay.
a little bit of a bizarre move.
Yeah, it's a little awkward on that left hip. What were you gonna say? Bizarre move?
Well, it's a little awkward on all of them, but I'm getting there. This one's getting more comfortable
Okay.
with supporting me in that position, and the
Good.
other hip is getting more comfortable, and
Okay. Good. Very nice. Awesome straight leg.
the hip is.
Yeah, the foot's relaxed. I like it. Oh, nice gentle descent. Yeah, just a couple more really awesome ones. Yeah, knees straight, foot's relaxed. You breathe in. One more. Awesome.
Ooh.
That's serious stuff, huh?
Yeah.
I know. Small little muscles, but there's a lot of them. There's a whole group of them in
And
there,
that was
right?
good because in the beginning, that one had a hard time kind of coming to grips with firing.
With what, sorry?
I said in the beginning that one kind of had a hard time just coming to grips with firing even.
Okay, all right. So it's like a new movement for the brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just needs to be reinforced, and you'll be surprised how quickly that'll improve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After a few sessions, it starts to
It starts like, oh, I know this movement now, and just
Yeah.
like suddenly it feels like it's 10 times stronger.
like it's and it becomes natural.
Yeah, like you're reinforcing that neuromuscular pathway,
Yeah.
and it just starts to bang it out. Yeah. So that is awesome. I really love that. That worked out. That worked out really well.
Cool. Yeah, that's a good one to
That is a good one
add
to.
into the program.
You'll be able to easily improve that one. I noticed when we were here, when you first got down onto the mat, you were kind of, I call it bird dog. When you have when you're on your hands and knees, you take one leg out, one arm out. Do you do that part as your PT?
What's that?
Do you do that part of your as part of your PT?
No, but
Okay.
it is one of the things that you can start to do as your that they don't or haven't, at least I've never seen anybody done it do it there.
Okay.
But that is one of the one of the moves where eventually, as you're starting to build some muscles, that's a little more advanced, if you will. I think it might be on the list that my doctor gave me.
Oh, okay.
For
Interesting.
hip hop. I don't even know where that list is. It's somewhere floating around. I want to find it. But
Oh yeah. If you do, I would love to see a picture of it.
Yeah,
That'd be great.
I may actually write them and call them and see if they can send me that.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Cause I've got a copy somewhere, I think, but I wanted to see if I could get a new copy, because, it was only just a 2-pager, but there were a lot of good ones on it, and they were just really well, simple movements.
Right.
That were pretty well, it was a nice little printout.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And especially if she could send me a digital copy of it, then,
That'd be so easy just to have on your phone or whatever.
yeah.
Have you been in the pool?
About what?
Have you been in your pool?
Oh, yeah,
Good for you.
yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah,
Just
I
about
love it.
every day.
That's okay. Once this is all signed, it'll be easier. All right, I will send you some footage